Good morning, folks, and thanks for joining us for News 5 Now at 8 o'clock. I'm Shamani Baker. Happy Thursday, or Friday Eve, as we like to call it here at News 5. Thanks again for joining us. We've got a number of stories to talk to you about this morning, including a Mobile arson arrest. We told you about 2 house fires that happened yesterday. Now, a man has been arrested in connection to those fires. We have an update on the Saenger theater shooter. He was in court, and so we're going to tell you about that. We are going to also talk about the weather radio programming tour stop that happened yesterday in Spanish Fort. We had a great turnout. If you missed it yesterday, don't worry. I'll tell you when you can get yours programmed next. Stay with us now. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Well, we always start off with our big stories this morning. Starting us off with number 5, Mobile police have arrested a man and charged him with arson in connection to a set of house fires Wednesday morning just off of Airport Boulevard. 32-year-old Andrew Prim was arrested and booked into Metro Jail just before 9 o'clock last night. Arson investigators say he allegedly started the fires in 2 abandoned buildings, one at South University Boulevard and one at Sunset Drive East. If you joined us on News 5 this morning, yesterday, we told you about these house fires. One of them started about 5 a.m., the other one just before 2 a.m. Again, 32 Andrew Prim, the guy on your screen, has been arrested in connection to those. Number 4, a not guilty plea yesterday from the man charged with shooting another man to death at a dance recital inside the Saenger Theater in downtown Mobile Sunday. Marcus Sanders appeared in court just days after the district attorney upgraded his charge to capital murder, meaning if convicted, he could be executed. Investigators say Sanders shot Carl Williams III just steps away from where children were performing on stage. A woman was also hit by a stray bullet, but thankfully she survived. Sanders remains in jail without bond. Number 3. A large plume of Saharan dust is expected to approach the Gulf Coast this weekend, but no worries. You will only notice hazy conditions with more vibrant sunsets and sunrises. Number 2. A Mary G. Montgomery High School fishing team won the Alabama High School State Championship this past weekend. Joseph Molinax and Luke Johnson placed first place out of 206 teams. And because of their success, the two were invited to compete in the Bassmaster High School National Tournament in July. Congratulations, guys. And number 1 for us this morning, it was a great turnout yesterday for our First Alert Storm Team's weather radio programming tour that was happening at the Ace Hardware in Spanish Fort. You can see video there. A lot of folks turned out for this. People were wrapped around the store to get their weather radios programmed for free. John Nodar, Abigail Gillespie were there, and of course some of our weather interns helped us out. It was a super busy time, but if you missed yesterday, no worries. Our next stop is on Wednesday, June 18th from 3 to 7 at the Greers in Theodore. Again, I'm going to say that again. Get your pens and paper, whatever you need out. Get your calendar out. Our next weather radio programming stop, Wednesday, June 18th, 3 to 7 at the Greers in Theodore. You don't want to miss it. Hurricane season is here. If you want to get those alerts for your area, go ahead and get a weather radio. If you already have one, you can get it programmed for free. And you get to meet members of the First Alert Storm Team. You can't beat that. So make sure you come out and hang out with us. We're going to move over to our question of the day. And today that question is, what's your biggest pet peeve? If I told y'all all of my pet peeves, we would be here forever. But I would have to say one of my biggest pet peeves is when somebody cuts me off in traffic and goes extremely slow. It's like, what was the point? Like, what did you gain from doing that? Let's see what people are saying in the comments. Sue says, people saying, I seen it. Okay, instead of saying I saw it. People not picking up their feet off the ground when they walk. My mom hates this. At home, I will scoot around in my house slippers, and she's like, "Why don't you pick up your feet?" I'm like, "It's just me. Why is it bothering you that bad for you to hear that over the phone? My feet scuffling on the ground." But that's a pet peeve of some folks. Sabrina says, when someone is holding up the fast lane, I'm right there with you, sister. Corey says, people asking what my pet peeve is. Hannah, I am with you on this one. People standing too close to me in line. Guys, stand back. You do not have to be so close to people when you're in line. I am with you, Hannah. I think that might top the one that I said. I can't stand when people are standing too close to me. Darylyn says, not saying excuse me. Okay. Ed says, my wife telling me which way to go, even when we are at home. Don't let your wife see that comment, Ed. I'd be careful if I were you. Virginia says, people who smoke and throw their cigarette butts down. Someone in the comments here on the Facebook Live says, smacking when they eat. That too. Close your mouth. Close your mouth when you're eating. We don't want to hear and see all that in there. Just stop. Guys, come on. Amanda says, people wearing pajamas and house slippers to the stores. I get that. We're going to let you all chime in on that. If you're on the Facebook Live and you want to chime in, comment down below and I'll read yours out loud here. Our poll of the day is, which are you more excited for, the Stanley Cup Final or the NBA Finals? Now, I don't really watch hockey, so I guess I'll have to go with the NBA Finals. Let's see what people are saying in the comments. 17 people are saying the Stanley Cup Finals, and how many? 6 people are saying the NBA Finals. Some people are saying, I don't watch either of those, so I don't care. Make sure you all are chiming in on those questions and polls of the day, and we will share them right here on News 5 Now. Thank you again for joining us this beautiful Thursday morning. Don't forget, if you're headed out anywhere today to work, to run errands, maybe grab that umbrella. We should see some showers later on this afternoon, but that's pretty typical. According to our meteorologist, I am not one. I'm just going off of what they said. That's pretty typical for the summertime, especially here on the Gulf Coast. So make sure you have those umbrellas handy. Thank you again. Have a great Thursday, Friday Eve, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at the same time. Bye, y'all.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.